So what I'm doing now is I have this drill press vise that's really good at holding stuff in place. And I'm going to take a drill bit that kind of fits the curve. And I've got some 2000 grit sandpaper. I've oiled it up with some honing oil. Some people use water, some people use gun oil. I like honing oil because it's made for knife sharpening, so it just makes sense on this kind of thing. Alright, so I'm going to roll up a piece of sandpaper on the smooth part of the drill bit. And then I'm just going to you can kind of see that line there. So that's what we're cleaning up. Just so Cajun Gunworks parts are really well finished, but this is one of those time-consuming things that I wouldn't expect anyone other than a gunsmith doing a custom job to do. So if you really want to make 100% sure that you're getting everything out of your trigger, this is the kind of stuff you got to do. All right, it doesn't take much. So I got some 3000. Just put a little bit on there. And this stuff has the consistency of water. It's just a little more slippery. Some people use dishwashing liquid. I like this stuff because I have a bunch of it. Yeah, so, and it works well on knives and stuff, so it should work well on tool steel. It doesn't really feel like anything. It feels like I'm rubbing paper against it. There really isn't a lot of resistance, so I don't think there's really much smoothing that needs to be done. Once you kind of feel the roughness kind of going, it'll start off rough and you'll feel it get smoother, and then it'll kind of stop. It won't feel any better, and that's when you know you can stop. So let's see if this will. So that's pretty smooth. So one final step. The Dremel tool. So when I see people using a Dremel tool, and I was guilty of this too, they'll pull the Dremel tool against a part for like 30 seconds to get it smooth, and the part will get warm, and you're basically just removing way more material than you have to. If you get it nice and flat and smooth with sanding, then the Dremel only takes just a couple of seconds. That's it. Yeah, look at that. You can really see that, how it reflects the light. So yeah, just Dremel jockeying the thing isn't the same as going through and having a little patience and putting a little extra effort into it, because what you end up with is the best trigger you can possibly get. And if you're like me, I'm always going to wonder, you know, am I leaving anything on the table? So this is basically how I address all the parts in the guns.